when we get caught up in the cycle of being like a wage slave and just going to our job, doing whatever we're told, all the indoctrination that we learn in schools builds us up from a young age to a grown adult. When we start thinking about that stuff and we get too caught into it, we forget that we only have one life to live, and we forget that you have to take risks. And I mean, the whole game of life is about taking risks. You're never going to get anywhere that you want to be without taking those risks. You're never going to break out of the system without taking those risks, because that's what the system is meant to do. It's meant to crush your mindset. It's meant to think that you're a small pawn on the board, but in reality, you can actually get out of the game and you can become more. So that's what this video is about. It's about taking calculated risks and the fact that you only get one life to live. So why not make use of it to the best of your abilities? So too many people are too comfortable with the life that they're living, and they want to play it safe their whole lives. Like, that's okay. Some people want to do that. Some people are fine with being average or below average their whole entire lifetime, struggling to make ends meet and struggling to have a family, things like this and that, struggling to make money. I mean, I don't know who those type of people would be, but there are those type of people that are just too lazy to do anything, that they're just comfortable being where they're at. But playing it safe will never get you anywhere. Playing it safe has never gotten anybody anywhere. The only thing that it does is it keeps you in the same spot, same position for your entire lifetime until you decide to take action. So you have to take risks. You're pretty much forced to take risks in life, no matter what you want to do. So you have to figure out how you're going to take these calculated risks. You got to make good decisions. I'm not saying go out and decide to gamble all your money away and hope that you're going to double it or whatever, something stupid like that. Or I don't know, go like rob a store, rob a bank, something like that. I'm not telling you to do that. That's not a calculated risk. What I'm talking about is you got to make investments into your education. You got to learn things so that you can become somebody that you want to become. You have to, if you want things in life, you got to spend money on them. You have to get the money, and then you have to be able to understand that, hey, I can still buy this and then not put myself into debt or anything like that. But what I'm trying to say is that it's okay to take these risks. It's okay to get the things that you want in life, because it's not the end of the world. Like, you making a wrong decision or you making a bad play, that's not gonna kill you. You still have life to live. But if you never make that play, you don't know if, you never know, maybe the play goes right. Even if something has failed, I mean, you never know, it could go right. It could go one or two ways, but everybody looks at it as, what if I fail? You gotta look at it as what if I succeed? So people have it all backwards. They already have a loser's mentality going into things. And then you sit there and you played it safe your whole lifetime. You get to the age of, say you reach old age, you get to your 80s, and then you end up on your deathbed and you're like, I wish I would have done this. I had plenty of opportunities to do that, and it really wouldn't have hurt my financial situation. It wouldn't have killed me at the time. I could have made it all back even if I lost it. You don't want to have those regrets at the end of the day. When you're 80 years old on your deathbed, you don't want to have those regrets. Or even worse, say you do end up dying in like your 30s, 20s, telling yourself, I'll get something later on in life, and then you put it off instead of just going after what you want and getting it now instead of waiting down the road. Because like I said, you get one lifetime. We don't know when it's going to end. We don't know how old we're going to live to be, but you have to use every day like it could be your last. So the things you want to do now, think about what you're doing, really calculate what you want to do, and then go after them. If you want something today, go ahead and get it, but then you have to work for it. Like, you got to work and tell yourself that you're going to make up for it. So like in my specific situation, I've invested probably near $10,000, somewhere around that range, into just education for myself. How do I build businesses? Different forms of businesses, how am I going to build these? And I need to pay somebody else that is ahead of me, that's in the spot that I want to be in, to learn exactly what they know and I'm looking at my account, and there were certain times where I'm like, I don't even know if I have this money, but that never crossed my mind. Like, not having the money in the account and paying a large amount of money to somebody never crossed my mind, because in my head, I'm always like, I'm gonna make this back. Like, down the road, I'm gonna make this back quick, and I'm gonna like 10x it. So my bank account's gonna be 10x what it was at the time. So fear never crossed my mind. And I think that's one of the things that like helps me out in life, is most people, that fear, they can never get over that fear of taking that risk. And even at a smaller amount, if you look at the type of risk that I've taken, the amount of monies that I have spent to invest in myself to make more money back, that amount of money that I would spend, most people didn't even have that in their bank account. So they're looking at like $100, a couple $100 or something like that as a like serious life-changing risk, and I'm spending thousands of dollars to make thousands of dollars back, but they don't look at it that way. No one ever the other normal people, we'll say normal people that are wired normally, you don't look at a $200 investment as I can get $200 back. I could get $1,000 back. They look at it as $200 out of their bank account, and that 200, now they're gonna suffer. They can't buy food. They can't afford to pay the bills. And that's just a low income mentality. So it's all about taking calculated risks. You need to really like assess your life and figure out, hey, if I make this decision today, is this really gonna affect me? Like, is it gonna end my life? Like, if it's something to where you make some crazy type of risk where it's like you'll never come out of that debt, or you'll never be able to repay it back to anybody, to the cause, then you probably don't want to take that risk if it's going to be life altering. But really look at it, that's few and far in between. There's not really many risks that you can go after that's going to end your life like that, or going to put you in a detriment for your entire lifetime to where you can never recover. You have to look at that, just kind of calculate, see things in the future, how you're going to make up from it if it doesn't go your way, and how you're going to get better for the next time, how you're going to learn so that you can improve on your decision making. But you have to, the main point is that you have to take some risk at some point in your life, and you've got one life to live. Why wouldn't you want to go all out? Why wouldn't you want to be the best? Why wouldn't you want to reach your maximum potential? It's like, don't settle for an average lifestyle. Don't be like everybody else. Try to be your own person and try to win the game. That's all you can do. Our main goal should be to win the game of life, and you're never going to do that by being comfortable, by playing it safely. You're going to have to play the game with some risk. You're going to have to get your hands dirty to do so. And the sad reality is a lot of people are just too scared to do so, and they don't want to do it. They're too lazy. So stand above the rest, be different, and you need to take the risk, the calculated risk that it's going to take for you to win. You need to analyze everything every single day. Analyze what you need to do to get better, and analyze what you need to do to set yourself apart from the average person. And that's the whole point of the video, is just you need to not get comfortable where you're at. Don't ever play it safe. Play the game around the rules. You got to bend the rules to win the game. That's the point of the video, and I will be back with some more content.